Gary obviously got back on the bike a little bit midweek. Does it now need another performance like you had against Lincoln?
Yeah, it was a bike with stablers on, wasn't it, this time? Not the real bike, because of course it was a different competition, but it was very important that we got a result just for our mental state, really. Some of them needed that game quickly to forget the first half Saturday, because really when we look back at it, it was really only the first half that was really poor. Second half we give it a right go, sort of thing. And but anyway, we're out of that competition. We're out of the other competition now. This one, so we just got to concentrate on the league, really. But it was just nice to get a couple of goals early, and then see the game out. And that was obviously winning the game is what the idea was.
And obviously going forward, wins are most important. But you talk about mentally a win was needed on Tuesday. How much mentally would a clean sheet also help the goalkeeper and the defenders?
It always helps, because when you've let in a few goals recently, the confidence does go away, and that's up to then the mental toughness of the individual to snap out of it and get going and not worry about it. You know, professional football's about if you have a poor game, you've got all week or a few days to put it right in the training, concentrate, focus, and then you've got to be ready mentally and physically for the next game. So we let in one goal against Newport, but there wasn't bundles of chances against us, which was good, and we created a few ourselves anyway. So it's you pick a team and you hope that they're mentally ready and confident, and they're going to need to be confident and ready this week, because we're coming up in Luton against in my opinion, a first division team now already, because they've bought well, they've picked the players that they could pay some good wages for. They've done well to find the wages, and they brought them in, and this will be a tough little couple of games against Luton and Notts County, and we're going to need to be on form mentally as well as physically to get through these games unscathed.
And you've spoken before about small steps in the right direction. Obviously, you'd hope that you're making those off the back of Saturday because of Tuesday. Is there a possibility as well that you could be a team to irritate Luton again? Because obviously you drew with them here last season and then went and won at their place, which was one of the performances of last season.
Yeah, it was. We had a couple of good games against them, and I know Nathan Jones very well, and he would have been irritated by those, what he would feel Luton's performances, but we raised the bar a little bit ourselves, and that's what we got to do again. And we got to believe that we can match these teams, and we're a little bit more inexperienced than their team, Notts County's team, for instance, and our boys are just really getting the grips. We'll know one way or another soon whether we get to grips with it before the end of the season, depending on where we end up. But we've got people like Jarrell that have got great potential that's come in now, and he's not really been in this situation before. Of course, Mo, even people like Grimes, and there's 7 or 8 of our players that have not been in this situation that much, because so you call it inexperience, and we hope that the experiences they're having is going to help them compete against a couple of sides that have got good experience.
And how much can your experience as a manager help guide them through that, make sure they're doing the right things, or is it a case of they have to find it out for themselves?
Well, it's a little bit of both. You have to identify what will help them to be more mentally aware and more mentally strong. But it's personal experiences that they have that I can tell them that they might encounter, and they've got to get through. So when they do encounter it, then they have to help themselves, and I have to help them. But you use your own experience to tell them that the experience comes. You know, once you've played the games and you've been out there and you've had all different scenarios, at that point you become an experienced player, and normally that's after about 50, 60, 100 league games.
Any progress on Nigel Astley-Garner?
No, unfortunately, that's irritating, to use that word again. You know, it's some players obviously can play with a little bit of a knock, and some players can't. And at the moment, his injuries, you know, taking a little bit of time. He was at half time in the warm up for half time at Newport. He was due to come on, but he just took a ball from Mo when I was warming up, and it just caught him on the toe and opened up his ankle again a little bit, and he didn't want to let the team down and say, you know, that if he went on and had to come off, say if he was the third sub or something, he didn't feel that he could play his normal game, so we just didn't include him, but obviously he had to tell us.